Some good news for survivors of catastrophic auto insurance crashes. The Michigan House and Senate have just approved a bill that could help some local care providers stay in business.
Our Michael Martin has covered this story now for weeks. He's live for us at the Capitol with reaction. Michael.
Yeah, Doug, Ryan, $25 million being set aside for local care providers who can prove their financial losses due to these changes. And believe you me, a lot of them have told me that they will easily be able to prove that. Advocates say it is certainly a sign from the legislature that they're ignoring with the bill the way that it stands, set to take effect on Friday. But they say this $25 million simply won't be enough to allow most care providers that were planning on closing from closing their doors.
We had more people here today than we've had thus far.
Survivors of catastrophic auto crashes and the people who love and care for them once again gathered at our state capitol in droves Wednesday.
We aren't going to give up. We're going to continue fighting for people here.
Here in a last-ditch effort to persuade lawmakers to take up a legislative fix to sections of Michigan's no-fault auto reform bill going into effect Friday that will slash the amount of money insurance companies will be required to reimburse local care providers for any medical service that isn't already covered under Medicare.
We have made a promise to our clients and to our staff that we would operate as long as we can. We expect to go into September at losses.
You see, part of the reform bill outlines new medical fee schedules for services like in-home care. Providers like Bob Milnerik's First Call Home Health Care will now only be reimbursed by insurance at just 55% of what they were being reimbursed in 2019.
We'll be taking a loss on every hour of care that we provide.
What a horrifying prospect, because it's just quite simple. No one can operate on that kind of a reduction.
The Brain Injury Provider Council says the changes will immediately impact 661 patients and cost 1,488 healthcare workers their jobs. For John Prosser, VP and partner at Health Partners Home Care in Wyoming, one of the state's biggest care providers of its kind, the changes mean he has to close the company that has been a labor of passion and dedication for decades.
We've had to lay off 530 field staff and about 30 administrative staff.
As of 7 p.m. Wednesday, his 90 clients are without a care provider, a situation that Lori Alexa and her son Danny may soon find themselves in.
I do have an agency that's going to help me temporarily. We're going to mix hours, so I'll be doing some of the care, they'll be doing some of the care. But that's probably going to last a month, maybe month and a half at best, if we don't get a fix. And then it's me doing the care.
But thankfully, Danny has his mom. For people like John Wick of Lansing, who live alone thanks to the aid of caregivers, the future is even more uncertain.
Nobody can give me an answer as to what'll happen. Could mean I wind up stuck in the hospital.
There have been multiple bills introduced in recent months that would provide a narrow fix to these fee schedule changes and allow survivors to maintain access to care. But all of them have languished in committee. The only bill seeing any action, Senate Bill 28, passing the Senate late Wednesday, sets aside $25 million meant to help sustain care providers who can prove they are suffering from the cut to reimbursements.
That really doesn't help anybody because it's going to take 3, 4, 5 months for the businesses to get the money. We have to cover payroll for that long, and by that time, some companies will be closed already.
While advocates say the bill still won't allow many providers to remain open, lawmakers supportive of a more permanent fix, like Representative Doug Wozniak, say they're confident an agreement of sorts can eventually be reached.
We're looking at ways to solve this issue. I think we can, but it's a process.
Yeah, and so I reached out to the Michigan Brain Injury Provider Council just to get their take on the version of the bill that was passed by the Senate today. They said that there unfortunately are several hoops that providers will have to jump through in order to get that money. So as we mentioned within our story there, it could take months for them to see any of that money out of that $25 million, and they may not be able to cover payroll and other overhead while they wait. So when the legislature gets back from its summer recess, the hope is that they will take up a more permanent fix. For now, live from our state capitol, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.